Well, I know you have a tub, like a Scarface tub, right? Look at that pelican fly. Look at, man. Your woman's so polluted, you'll come like a baby. So you get in that Scarface tub every night, a sudsy tub with a big cigar. Let's put on the OnlyFans. So look at this. Look at this. She showed her titties for
Let's
us.
see what you can do. Let's see if it makes me excited.
Oh, look at you, man. Look at you. You don't know what you're doing, man. My point is this. If you're about to embark on this mini tour, how can you possibly concentrate on this podcast?
On this stupid shit? It's easy. I zone out, let you take over. No, it's actually, this is the fun one because we don't have to know anything about the guests or anything. We just come in here and riff on subjects. Sometimes it works.
Sometimes you're just hanging out with us, and hopefully it's kind of fun because you're seeing us.
You know what it is? People say, this is like what it would be like if you and Dana were just together sitting on his bed in his room talking.
Pretty much. And
sitting on your bed.
That's worth everything. If we had seen Charlie Chaplin and Lou Costello hanging, I'm not saying we're that level, but those two guys hanging out and talking.
It'd be fun.
I would listen to it.
I would listen. Now listen, people in YouTube, they say all these nice things. I always say that, but it's true. And then sometimes they give me suggestions like, I think you should do more of this. I'm sorry, on your free podcast that costs absolutely nothing.
While you're doing something else and fast forwarding over our award-winning commercials, nobody gives it up like.
No, nobody gives it up like
I
us.
almost teared up doing ads last week.
We should call this podcast in the background. We just play it in the background. Just put it on your TV and then just hear like little bits of it. That's all you need.
To listen to this podcast properly, make sure you're doing a physical activity and your mind is completely preoccupied, gardening, lifting weights, driving on the Autobahn, because there are fans in Germany. Sorry.
Sure.
See, Kyle.
I'll tell you one thing that happened on the road. Now, we all know that I'm a road hack.
I know. And then I do want to go over your dates only because I want to hear what towns you're going to see if I've played those towns and then see how many people you draw. And then we can contrast and compare. But first of all,
Heather, pull up the dates anyway. I know some of them will test me. So right now I just did a couple and then now I'm back. But, we got coming up. We got
how'd they go?
Hartford, Providence.
Okay,
that's Friday, Saturday. I'll be doing.
So
Hartford
those are
tonight.
both in Connecticut. No, Rhode Island. No, Hartford, Connecticut.
Hartford, Connecticut, Providence, Rhode Island. Kyle Dunnigan's going to join me. That funny guy.
Kyle Dunnigan.
Yeah, not funny. He's out there. So I said, come over and go on with me.
That's cool.
Vegas with Nikki after that, end of September, and then I got a four-day Florida run with Catherine Blanford and Bobby Mimoto. We got West Palm Beach, Fort Myers, Melbourne, Daytona Beach. Then I go to Denver for a special taping and then Kansas City.
Whoa.
Chiefs.
I mean, so you're going to do four in
Thank you.
4 in Florida and then head right to Denver and shoot your special.
It's the 4 in Florida tour.
4 in Florida is to warm you up because you don't have your act cold. We understand you have a teleprompter.
It's pretty good
most of the time.
No, I don't. I did a corporate last night. I have 2 this week, which is great. I love them. Last night was for lawyers. You have to do a little jibber jabber up front. You know,
yeah.
If
Definitely.
you want to say, they don't even tell you. They say do whatever you want, but they totally take care of you. It's always nice.
Yeah. I love them. Yeah.
And so it was not just 500 lawyers. It was lawyers that were injury lawyers, personal injury. So
really,
of course, I made fun of them, and then I made fun of the CEO. It's always funny. And then this week I go do is 11,000 people. I didn't even know that. I just saw it said crowd size roughly 11,000. I go, what?
Is that in Vegas? Usually that's a convention.
That one's
town.
in Boston. That's on the way to my Providence show.
11,000.
I know, isn't that crazy? They said Ryan Reynolds is doing something. I'm like, what is going on? So anyway, it'll be fun. But here's what I will tell you. My one story from the road is I had to do a Zoom doctor appointment. Our favorite things, I guess, because we're old, is to go to doctors.
I love it.
Heather doesn't even know this. So I go to the Zoom and I have an undisclosed, just a thing that, of course, You get nervous. You go, can I just talk to you about something? So I zoom in, and here's the doctor like this in the Zoom. And then way back by the Bruce Lee skateboard, there's a young Asian woman on a computer like this. You know what I mean?
Taking notes.
Yeah, I see her back there. And I'm like, and then he's like, so what can I do for you? And then she's like back there just going, and then I go, well, I got this and that. And he goes, okay. Can you take off your shirt for me? And I see her like this.
Really?
Yeah. And then I go, what, and then I comply because I'm easily manipulated.
Plot is thickening. I'm very curious right now.
Yeah, I know.
What you got.
It's very vague.
Let
I know.
the fans. Okay, I want to hear you.
The fans get, and then I hear her go, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, what's that back there? He's like, oh, she's just taking notes. She's like, don't listen to her. And I'm like, well, and then she's like, jelly roll. And I go, okay, if you wrote jelly roll, that's not a medicinal term.
So she's critiquing your body with slang in the background. This is a hell of a
terminology. Yeah. And then she's like, and then he's like, can I see under your nuts, please? And she's like, she looks up like
doctors don't say nuts.
Well, he said ball sack or something.
Well, no, they don't.
He said his nardules.
You got a weird doctor. I don't know. I've heard about this being a scam. Was he Nigerian?
Well, it was an incoming call, but he said he was a doctor.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Let's see. Okay.
It was a Zoom. It was a FaceTime. And it says, I go, this is Dr. Potential Spam.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's the first tell. So then what happened?
Should that be the name of my special? Potential Spam.
I used to go, that should be a rapper. If I was going to be a hip hop guy, I'd be called Potential Spam.
That's a good one. Well, okay. So anyway, let's see the undercarriage of your nutsack, please. This is their doctor ordering it. Please just do it.
Is he miming out what he would be doing to you if he was in the room?
He goes like this, give it the lift and give it that. And then turn around and bend over. And I'm like, is this still about my cough?
And now
like, yeah.
Could you punch him like a speed bag just with your hand? Let me just see you do that. I have not heard. Okay, so then what happened?
And then the lady in the back keeps going. I don't like when she looks up. It's always something gross. All right, now can you maybe spread your butt cheek? I go, you're not looking. You're just listening. You don't need to look and listen, right?
Right.
Anyway, that's all.
Well, but can you give the fans out here, and maybe for me, that tele number?
Oh, you want to do this stuff? It's kind of fun.
I'll tell you one thing happened to me that was embarrassing.
It's called
I don't know if I ever
Chatterbait.
mentioned this, but I went in for a hernia check. Right, and I was at Cedars-Sinai. Hernia check ended up being not. But the guy comes in, he's 60, balding, nice guy, kind of burly. Hey.
I know this guy.
I've got a trainee here who's just going to watch the whole thing. Now, I'm not going to exaggerate. I mean, literally, Beyonce came in the room. I mean, literally, I said, is Beyonce here? She looked exactly, and so.
Oh, that hot?
Unbelievably attractive African-American woman that looked exactly like Beyonce. So at first I tried to get out, and he goes, too late. I said, I don't want to do this. So then I had to stand up, face away from Beyonce, Nurse Beyonce, drop my drawers while he's doing all this stuff. And I thought, what does Nurse Beyonce think of my ass? That's all I thought.
What about your pup tent you had? You had to throw a 2-man North Face out there.
I could not go there. I mean, you're visual. You're visual. I'm more emotional. If you see something,
well, how emotional did you get with her in 35 seconds?
No, I just did not feel like it was anything romantic.
It's a cold room. It's a tough room.
Well, what I wanted to say to the doctor, do you agree with me that this trainee doctor looks exactly like Beyonce? Oh, yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Did you tell her?
Mic drop. It was Beyonce. Good night.
It was?
No.
What if it was like a prank show?
Is it Beyonce or not?
Beyonce's going to be shaving your testicles right now. And let's look at a clip.
We've referred to testicles 7 times in the first
I know.
9 minutes.
I can't. I have another one. I'll wait for next week. Okay. So what else is going on in your world?
That was
Dana,
a good
before we
one.
get into everything?
I was just musing on a couple things. One was the celebrity endorsement, like obviously Taylor Swift. And today, Billie Eilish, who I am a huge fan of, came out.
For politics. Endorsement.
For politics. Endorsed Kamala. And I don't know if you saw I guess it was a TikTok clip. And Billie Eilish said, I will want you to vote for Kamala Harris. Yes.
Oh, she did.
I want you Kamala Harris.
Yes.
So she did the whisper singing. But anyway, I don't think there's ever been a time when celebrity endorsements for political office have not influenced the election. My dad voted for Ronald Reagan, and I said, what made you vote for him? He goes, oh, Jesus Christ, Glenn Campbell endorsed him. I go, why would you listen to Glenn Campbell? Because I like Wichita linemen.
Linemen. That's a good song, though.
Do you remember one? Do you remember a celebrity? I'm throwing the ball to your court. Do you remember a celebrity endorsement through political history that
I
turned
was
the
young,
election?
but I was a little I was sort of wavering, but when Spuds MacKenzie came out for Jimmy Carter, do you remember Spuds MacKenzie,
No.
the Bud Light dog? It was the dog with a spot in his eye, but he was at all the fraternity parties, and I was like, this fucking dude knows what's up. Lassie had a big say in what I did. But these were just animals. But
I want to thank
regular people. I guess it's good. I mean, I figured Taylor Swift was probably leaning that way. Billie Eilish too. I mean, I don't think it's a shocker. I think it's a shocker if someone you don't think is pushing for someone you don't think they would.
Well,
right?
It goes with Elon Musk or anyone. If you are following the endorsement of anyone who's worth at least 200 million to $1 billion, they might have different problems than you have. Say political, they live in a different universe.
By meaning they have no problems.
I didn't want to say. We've both been on private jets. Most people have never been on one. It's so different, you could never describe it. It's redonkulous. And so
it is borderline redonkulous. It's another good special name. I'll write that one down.
Now, moving on, the Trump assassination attempt #2. There's already a special on Netflix about it.
Has there been any since we started this podcast?
Well, now they have to double down because Trump is not only a golfer. Like he bowls. He's a bowler. So I'm just thinking it's like Spy versus Spy. Like his ball will come up and it'll have a fuse.
Explode. That's funny. Trump, that's a bomb.
I didn't think so. That's my ball. Let me have it here. So they have to now. The Secret Service has to account. He loves to play pinball. They got to have, the ball goes up and everything's exploding. So there's going to be more recreational, croquet. Trump plays croquet. Here we go.
Yeah.
We get it right through the little metal cage.
I think everyone's got, well, I don't want to give ideas of how to do it. I'm just saying that this last guy wasn't really even trying. I think he had a gun. He was in the bushes. And there was an AK. Right?
Well, yeah, that's trying. I would put that in the category of trying, hiding in the bushes.
But I didn't hear any whizzing bullets. I don't think he actually shot the gun.
That's because he made a rookie mistake. He stuck he hid. I keep doing Senator
like
John
a cartoon.
Kennedy.
He stuck.
No, he hid in the bushes, and then like an idiot, he stuck the barrel out from the bushes, and they had one guy up there with like a pistol or something, Secret Service guy checking it out. He saw the barrel.
Right.
It's like, I thought I saw a wascooey wabbit, and then he started shooting at the guy, and the guy said, I really like Trump. And he threw his gun up in the air and started running.
Oh my God. At least one of the Secret Service guys gets binoculars, they do have to share it, but let's get those guys loaded a little better. I know he's not the real president, but let's keep our eyes peeled.
What they really needed was a K9 team. Now, if you have a K9
team, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you get a K9 team. So you have 4 German Shepherds all over that golf course. I'm doing you now. that guy doesn't have a chance. But I think it's kind of
They see a
brilliant.
gun, they go. That's they're pointing.
The Secret Service guys, where, boy? Where?
Where?
Over there. And
Right? Yeah.
right there. Points with his paw.
Right. Now, was there a K9 team sniffing around the premises?
Well, I don't know, Senator John Kennedy.
Well, can I read you a letter? I have a letter right in front of me.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Now, here he uses the glasses. Now, I understand your words, not mine, that you indicated, he's talking to a Secret Service guy, that perhaps professional golfer Brooke Koepka, did I pronounce that right? That he had shot 3 over par on the hole. And what? Not shots fired, whatever. I see him out of time.
Now, is it Koepka? I'm seeing it's K-E-O. Now, what is that? Is that you pronounce the
there's
hard
one
O?
called Shambo. Did I get that right? Bryson Shambo. DeChambeau, professional golfer. Your words, not mine.
Any relation to Dennis D. Concini? Remember him?
Yeah.
Is he from Arizona?
Oh. Now, you said that Lee Trevino was also spotted on the golf course. Is that your words, not mine? Did I get that right?
Am I close?
All right. I just wanted a taste.
No, we have to get him in every time.
A little bit. We don't want to torture our fan base.
Oh, and more serious news, Dana. This just in. Your bud, Puff Daddy. I know you have all his records. Does he have any records? Got busted. And now they said we saw that coming, I guess. But they said they found, is this right? 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his house when they raided it. Too much.
Is that
Too
right,
many.
Ed? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
By the way,
Is that what
they clown him because look at how they picked the funniest picture of these happy against sex trafficking.
I know. He's like a college senior going, hey, the team's playing tonight. And I was looking underneath him. He looks
hysterical.
so sweet. Oh,
They make him
man. I'm
buried
just
him on that
saying,
one.
P. Diddy, what are you doing, P. Diddy? What the heck?
Dude, 1,000 bottles of oil. I don't see him at Costco. You have to buy it in bulk. You can't go to Circle K and buy 3 at a time. That's what you have to do, actually. You can't buy all those. That's red flag. You send your little henchmen in 3 at a time till you get to 1,000. Now, listen, I have 300 bottles, but that's normal. 1,000 is too much. It's too much.
It's hard to work for P. Diddy. Like, they got to 500. They go, boss, is this good? That's 500 bottles more.
But we're not even close to running out.
I want more, I tell you. That's actually his real speaking voice.
That's Puff Daddy?
Why? Yes, it is. When I'm not doing my rapper guy, I talk like this. I want more baby oil than a man could shake a stick at. I want over 1,000 bottles of good old-fashioned baby oil. Baby oil.
I feel like this might be an Al Capone situation where they get him on hoarding baby oil. You know what I mean?
Right.
Al Capone.
He gets off on all the incredibly bizarre Jeffrey Epstein style charges, and it all is on too much baby
Al
oil.
Capone, for the younger viewers, was sort of a criminal, but they got him on taxes.
Sort of a criminal. Yeah, he was like a gangster. I mean, he had henchmen and stuff, and they tried to get him on bootlegging. Back then, you could go to jail for drinking a bottle of beer. Yeah. And then they got him on tax evasion.
Tax evasion, yeah.
Tax evasion.
So it might be that kind of situation. And now a word from our sponsors at Betterment. Do you want your money to be motivated? Do you want your money to rise and grind? Do you think your money should get up and work? Well, don't worry. Betterment is here to help. Betterment is the automated investing and savings app that makes your money hustle. Their automated technology is built to help maximize returns, meaning you can invest with Betterment.
Your money can auto-adjust as you get closer to your goal. Rebalance if your portfolio gets too far out of line, and your dividends are automatically reinvested. That can increase the potential for compound returns. In other words, your money is working like a dog while you can be sleeping like one and snoring like one too. You'll never picture your money the same way again. Betterment, the automated investing and savings app that makes your money hustle.
Visit betterment.com to get started. Investing involves risk. Performance is not guaranteed. But let's get to the headlines. Puff Daddy, good luck to you.
Puff
Why are we
Daddy,
saying that?
surprisingly, he didn't look puffy at all in court. He looked very rested.
He looked good.
Mhm.
That's what 100 million will do to you. Okay, so we're doing a video because Britney, we always talk about Britney and everyone loves Britney.
Yes.
She does these videos that are a little kooky, but they're getting kookier. Now, this is about teeth.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see.
So this just does not look like Britney as I recall.
Right now,
So
it doesn't look like her.
let's play a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go to the end if it's working. Well, just first of all,
okay, so did
even
you
her
guys
voice.
watch the VMAs? I didn't watch the VMAs, but I did see stuff on my phone from YouTube of Sabrina Carpenter.
It's scratchy.
Why is she kissing an alien?
All right, who's writing her bits?
I adore her.
Actually, skip to the end so we can see the teeth a little better.
That's not her.
Go back.
This is her.
No, right there. Look.
This is from her. Look at the teeth.
Carpenter. She was like, she said something.
We'll show a
one of
picture of
the
her after.
Scariest humans I've ever seen.
That's cool. She made me cool.
Right.
I think
it's a picture of her. What we normally.
I think it's a good
like.
impression. I don't think it's her.
But now that was on her regular Instagram, I think.
Oh, really? But what's
Yeah.
with the teeth? So she put in teeth that made her teeth.
There's
all
the
decayed?
Britney we recall.
Yeah.
Fucking Hollywood. How do I have my teeth
What-
still?
what was
this
that
place
horror-
is a beating.
I know. What was the horror film where the witch woman crawled through the television set?
That's the Ring.
Heather, Greg,
Poltergeist. I said the Ring.
The Ring. The
Both
Ring.
right.
They're both right. I would say The Ring. She looked like she crawled through the TV set on The Ring. Mhm.
They're doing a remake. It's called The Ring Light, and it's filmed in your bedroom. Look behind your head. There's a ring light.
I know. Look,
Make it look like your earring.
Oh.
Other way,
okay.
other way. There you go. Oh, boy.
This is just messing with my brain.
Yeah. Dana saw that. She's making sure, Heather's make sure you saw the huge gaps in her teeth. It was like this.
Mhm.
Britney, I mean, she needs to be choppered out of there. Wherever she is, like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was better to have a conservatorship. That's my strong point of view. That's a real ballsy stance.
Yeah. It's a tell. The haunted teeth and the haunted face. And then the voice. Was that from the choke necklace or something? Because
Choke chain?
If I came
Yeah,
on
that
our
was
podcast and I was like, hey, David, I want to tell you.
I have to
Wouldn't you
say, the
You'd be
voice.
scared. You'd be scared.
I don't know. Is she a smoker? Oh, she deleted it since.
She's a midnight toker. I can tell you that.
Deleting is always feels guilty of something, but I don't know. It's such a complicated thing with Britney. Everyone's crazy about her. Everyone's worried about her, but everyone really gets up her ass in her business. And I don't know when it's not our business anymore. I feel like everyone's business is my business.
Well,
That's what we talk on this about.
It's giving us fodder. It's making us relevant. But yeah, I wish her the best. I do think
Us? Jesus.
us relevant.
It's given me farter.
It's given us podcast fodder. But I wish her all the best. But I still don't think that was her, or it was her.
I don't know what it was. It seemed too obviously weird.
And maybe as soon as she clicked off, she was laughing her ass off. Put it that way.
I mean, what's on her Instagram? So something weird's going on.
How
We'll
did you
investigate.
stay so sane with all you've been famous for decades? How did you stay so normal?
You're pretty normal, Dana. I think we get along because we're both in the parameters of normal. I'm kind of weird, but I could be weirder. That's what I will stand by that. I could definitely be weirder. Sandler's pretty normal. Rock is pretty normal.
Yeah. I would
Other
say
than that, I can't really vouch.
comedians tend to maybe be a little more normal. We're not like Britney's she was like a sex symbol, a sex star.
That's skyrocket, and you pepper in sex symbol and
all that and all the
crazies.
all the crazy.
And also you got all this money that the parents are involved with that we didn't really have that. We kind of were in charge of our own stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You don't know why anyone hangs out with you. You don't know why anyone likes you. It's all anyone you date. You don't know. It's all bad.
What's the
for
Elvis
Britney.
Presley effect? You know, with Sonny Ray and Sonny Jim and Sonny Bill, and everywhere he looked, it was someone working for him. I want to get a Perkadam sandwich right now.
When they wrote a book about him, I feel like that was the end. I think that was his last, because he had such a small circle of friends. Like once those guys wrote a book
Did
about
you
him,
notice that when Elvis would go out there and like Ed Sullivan and stuff, like he was in sparkling clothes, he was up, best looking rock star ever. And then the band was really homely, but they were great, but they were really average looking.
He was smart. I think he got authentic guys that were just good, and it wasn't
just great music.
Because he was the show. He could sell. All right, let's look at some more clips or whatever we got.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Look at, okay, read it for the home people.
Jogger left bloodied. Okay, go ahead.
Jogger left bloodied and dazed and crying after getting mauled, ... by a gang of otters. Can you show it a little better? This woman was jogging and she got.
Whoa. There.
Look at how.
So
she got by one otter, fine. 8 otters. I didn't know they ganged up. She was attacked. Look at her arms.
She's okay, but she's very bloodied on her arms, bleeding, the side of her face.
Scroll down. Let me see these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
When I see otters, I don't cross the street. I go right at them. There they are. Look at them.
Oh, they're out in the street in packs?
They're big. Maybe I would run.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them. They're not meerkats. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Are otters scary? Oh, they say the otters fled the scene. That's funny. Well, I wouldn't know to be scared of otters. I start scared of animals and then I go from there. I don't always just go pick them up.
There was a house I owned once, come out in the yard at night and there's like 10 raccoon. That was scary. And also they came into our house through the cat door, would go downstairs, eat all the cat food and then go back out.
What is it?
They wouldn't harm the cat. So
raccoon at the door.
It's a raccoon.
I will say, Dana, the raccoons are ones I see people playing with on TikTok. At first glance, I would not grab a raccoon. They have sharp teeth and sharp claws, and I don't know if they're friend or foe. Everyone thinks they're so cute and lovable. I just don't know.
No, Paul McCartney did a good song. Rocky Raccoon walked into the room, but don't get near him. Don't touch him, even with Rocky Raccoon. Yeah. I did it about a raccoon. It was named Rocky, and he walked into the room. That's all I got. Then I went doodly doodly. Oh,
good job, Paul. That makes sense.
Thank you. What is our next? I'm doing all my old
next
impressions. One. What is?
By the way, next? Puff Daddy has more oil than the Exxon spill. I thought of this joke 10 minutes later.
That was pretty good. That was all right.
He has more oil than the Exxon Valdez. No one remembers that. Okay, this is a staggering fact.
I do,
Dana.
Okay, here we go.
The 2023-24 NBA combined payroll is $4.9 billion. Mm-hmm. The combined OnlyFans payroll is $6.6 billion. So OnlyFans creators last year made more than the NBA combined. Heather, can you believe it? She cannot.
Heather, yeah.
By the way, these two girls that get the plug in this, they should tag them because anytime an OnlyFans girl gets her name out there and it gets across, like I see Instagram things where like fake story about like, I work at Arby's and I got fired because I had sex with my boss. It's just like a fake ad for an OnlyFans. And she's got a fake Arby's hat on. Don't believe it.
I love the idea of the digitization of monetization, that the idea that someone, let me finish.
Of the realization.
Early on in OnlyFans, if I got it right, one of the first attractive women got 15 million men to give her $1 a month for her going like, hey, look, not even having sex on camera. So it's 15 million a month. So if you take, there's like the aggregate digital audience is like 5 billion. So it's got 2.5 billion horny men willing to, 2.5 billion, not a billion, not your words, not mine. 2.5 billion horny men. So I'm happy for these women. They don't have to walk the street and have a pimp. They can just do it. They don't even have to have sex. They just be flirtatious. I'll wear my pink panties. That'll be $5 times.
And if I send them to you, it's more. So,
and if I put them on backwards, it's double.
Well, I think the old days, like, oh, you can make a little money if you're a stripper. Like when I grew up, some girls, my high school, would hear about, oh, she's a stripper. She does it way downtown. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Right.
But
Works
that's
the whole,
way more dangerous comparatively.
Yes.
Not that it's bad. It's just you got to walk to your car after. You got horny guys everywhere. They know where you live. They can follow you. This is just, I think COVID really blew it up because
Yeah.
they just sit in their room, talk, chat, strip, whatever, and get paid. And then they think the more people do it, the less effect it has on your career. Like they have to up the ante. That's the problem. I mean, it's porn girls. I always heard made a couple $100 a movie, and it was never a lot of money. But they're like, oh, I went into porn for the money, but it wasn't that much money. And now you see these girls make way more than us combined. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
I always think, what about the ones that are doing it and then they don't make any money? There has to be a couple that kind of flatline out there and just go, I'm just going to go back to,
Yeah. I did.
fucking
I
Big
did. There
Five
was
and
a
do my regular
story
job.
of a couple, and the guy's like, and he's with his wife, and I don't think they have sex, but they kind of put her out there, and she dresses scantily, and he goes, "We were making maybe $40,000 a year, and now we're making $500,000 a month." Just
his
a couple
wife?
sharing their life, kind of, with his wife, and I don't know, it was fairly innocent, but the people who go on and do the whole full Monte and only get like $3 to $4 a month.
$3.98.
Does that exist? And then it's only
Do more.
They should
I
make
gave
their
you
own-
my $1. Do more.
do more.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it is like they paint themselves in the corner because once you do it, it's like, why not do it? But you
I
just
have a,
all
po-
you
I
do.
have a guy. Sorry to interrupt, but I do. Enjoy
No,
it.
I'm just saying you always hear about the success stories, and then it's hard. I mean, they have to pay a vig. They get taxed. I think they pay somebody they have to pay OnlyFans. So but they still
Let me
make
ask you a
shitload.
question. How many
Mm.
men with
Men,
women
yeah.
followers are on OnlyFans, and what are they making?
I think Heather.
Let's
pull up the
ask
top
Heather.
10.
Would she pay money to
top
see
10 OnlyFans creator? I think there's a guy in there. I think he's a rapper. Heather has poked out of curiosity.
That's a funny figure of speech.
Yep.
Heather, if
fucking-
that's your real name.
I stuck my head in there. Okay, here we go. The
Well,
top
now this
15,
is the top 15.
Well, that's only male.
Will they say what they make?
Heather's looking at all to see if males crack the top 10. Is it straight guy? I don't know. I mean, I guess they're straight guys because they can say anybody who wants to look at the goods can.
There's
Any
some market. I
guys
just
in it?
don't think it's
I
as
heard-
big.
Always on the top of the list.
Who?
Tyga's always
Oh,
one or two.
Tyga.
And I've looked this up every couple months. He's always up there for some
Good old
reason.
Daryl Hammond. Is that Daryl Hammond? Who's that?
Baby, Cardi B.
Oh, Bad Baby and Cardi B.
So how much would Tyga be making per month?
Mia Khalifa still does it. Bad Baby, my old friend, she does it. I don't know. Tyga made 31 million since he's joined. Oh my god! What are you even rapping for? You
Well, I
you
think
got
at
your new
some
career.
point,
All right, we got to delete our search history when I'm looking for guys on OnlyFans. We'll fix that after.
Oh, that's Greg making a joke, our producer. Okay, that's good. That's our first joke from our producer.
Oh,
Gotta
I think he
delete my-
fed it.
Okay.
Now, Dana, what are the chances you get on OnlyFans? Oh, you and Paula. Heather said you and Paula might because you saw the other couple made so much money.
Sexy seniors, absolutely.
In your area.
In your
That's what it'd be called. That's what I'll say. Name my special. Sexy seniors in your area.
Yeah.
Am I a senior? Fuck, I don't want to talk about it. Keep going.
Yeah, you're.
No, I'm not.
I don't find obvious anything sexual.
I just do mostly soaking videos, I think.
Well, I know you have a tub like a Scarface tub, right? Look at a pelican fly. Look at man. Your woman's so little, you're coming like a baby. So you get in that Scarface tub every night, a sudsy tub with a big cigar. Let's put on the OnlyFans. So look at this. Look at this. She showed her titties for
Let's
us.
see what you can do. Let's see if it makes me excited.
Oh, look at you, man. Look at you. You don't know what
See
you're doing, man. You think I'm
I
going to get a
have
fan?
intimacy.
You don't got a fan. You don't got no money.
Intimacy issue.
This is Al Pacino as
Yeah, he has
a-
intimacy issue.
yeah. You got an intimate issue, man. You gotta be vulnerable.
You got an intimate issue.
You gotta turn on the
Intimate.
lady. Go turn on the ladies. You turn on the ladies. You gotta be vulnerable, man, because they like vulnerable people. And you gotta be vulnerable. You can't.
I used to take a tub every night.
I know, and soak your neck. Okay, there he is. Oh yeah.
Me and
Can
Dana
we play
on
that
Lights Out.
clip at some point on this?
Dana,
or is it
Dana
illegal?
as Scarface. Is
I'm
so funny.
Scarface. One of the funnest things I've ever done on a talk show. Lights Out with David Spade.
We blew that. You know what, Dana, we do? Sometimes I go like this, I yawn and go like this, and you do the same thing. This is our tell. Sometimes you go like this. Especially when you're flying the wall, we do. Yeah.
That's
I've seen you do
tell.
it. And then I go, I do it. Yeah. Have you seen
I'm
that?
kinda-
He leans back like that.
Kind of itching my head. Like, I guess we're
But I
sort
do
of
it
done
too.
here. All right, well, let's do that. For
I do too.
The next time we're both thinking to wrap it up.
I don't know if it's bored. I think we're just thinking or whatever it is. It's not really boring because we do it in the middle. But all right. Okay. Next thing. And then I'll tell you more
Okay.
tells we have.
Oh, can't wait for this.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Couple busted on a Ring camera having sex in random family's driveway in daylight.
There we go. That's a OnlyFans couple.
Oh, I like how they put their opinion. This is a reporter. A sick couple have been busted.
That's a little harsh. They just like the outdoors. Yeah.
The unidentified pair's brazen sex romp. Brazen. Oh, the couple were filmed jumping out of their car before both pulling down their pants. Sounds like high school.
It sounds like they're playing a prank on each other.
Dude, it pulled on your pants.
Yeah.
So they hooked up. I like this poor reporter's got to be like, I'm here near the gross driveway where they splooted all over. Are those oil stains? Or I'm going to back up a few. Actually, Tim, pull back.
This is great that she had said to her mom, I got a job on Channel Fox 2, okay? That's terrific, Emily Crane. What are you covering? Just people fornicating in sewers. People fornicating in sewers, darling? You sure you want to do that? It's a living.
Let me see. Okay, next one. That's all we have on that. That was a good feel-good story.
Yeah.
They felt good.
Yeah, they pulled down each other's pants and each other's underpanties. And then they got busy. So you're making notes or are you texting me?
Yeah, no, I got to call some people, Dana. This is really right in the middle of my day.
This is a text from you right now. Pick it up, brother.
Arm back.
This is 5 minutes ago to me. Quit phoning it in, fool.
Give it something, fool.
Wait a minute. It's ringing. You can't hear it.
Here's me.
Oh,
karate.
Hi, Mrs. Spade. No, he's doing great today. No, he goes on tour tomorrow. Yeah, we're watching Superfly. Oh, that's great, Mrs. Spade. Don't tell her about the. Okay. No, he's not playing Providence, Rhode Island. Hartford? No.
I just said
he's not playing Hartford. I don't know if he has tickets for his special recording. Any extra tickets?
Special recording.
I'm sorry,
hang up on her.
Mrs. Spade. I've got to go.
Thank you.
I'll say hello to David. Thank you.
You don't even. I told you to hang up 5 minutes.
But how is it weird that I get a call from your mom right when we're doing this? I mean, what are the odds of that?
Is that weird?
Is it? Besides, where is it wild? Stuff.
Is it weird, wild, wacky stuff?
Weird, wild stuff. Oh, I had a Johnny Carson joke about Trump's assassination attempt. Trump, apparently Trump has been in more crosshairs than a moose on Cull the Herd Day.
On what day?
Cull. Cull. I swallowed it.
Everyone in Montana laughed.
Cull the Herd. Yeah, more crosshairs.
Cull. I haven't even heard that term.
Cull the Herd. It's eliminate whatever. Next slide.
I like it. I didn't mean to ruin it. I didn't know your call.
Oh, no, I didn't. It doesn't matter. I swallow my Carson
Next,
words.
whatever story that's pointless.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh, okay. This is an interesting story. This is out of People magazine. Private man, claims wife threw him a party for beating cancer, but he pretended he had to work and left. What happens is, I read this story. He says he had cancer. He said, don't tell anyone. I don't want anyone to know. She made it public on her Facebook group. She goes, "Hey, everybody, and so now he's getting pouring of sympathy and what happened and tell us all about it." He didn't want that. So then it went into remission. Is that the term where it went away?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she had a surprise party for him for that too. And he saw everybody. He turned and goes, "Hey guys, great seeing you. I got to work." And he left. And she got mad at him again.
Mm-hmm.
She already knew he was mad about the first thing.
Did you ever see
Thoughts?
Cool Hand Luke with Paul Newman?
Mm-hmm.
This is Strother Martin. What we have
here
is a failure to communicate.
He's close to John Kennedy or whatever that guy said.
Yeah, they're both from the Louisiana area. Sorry. But this is something like, I'm on the guy's side. I think the wife was just tone deaf and a little clueless.
Yeah.
And,
This should be like, am I the asshole situation? Because I have to side with the guy twice.
Maybe you could say her heart was in the right place, but it was definitely tone deaf.
She's trying to make it not about her, but you know what I mean? I think she means well. Yeah, you're right. I got it. All right, keep going.
We got a ha on our little private chat thing.
Heather, did you say ha?
Thanks, Heather.
Greg. Oh, because Greg said something.
Oh, I didn't see Greg.
Greg says, I got to delete my search history.
Well, it's on camera. It's on the screen. She goes, "Don't worry about what me and Greg talk about." I go, "Well, it's coming up on our screen. We have to read it."
Well, it's because Greg obviously is big on OnlyFans. Kidding. Yeah. If your mom's listening.
He's like, "Oh my God, the top 10 male OnlyFans. I could just tell you, or I'll fake look it up and put that up there. But I could just tell you."
Yeah, I didn't know how I got it up there. Okay.
Okay, this scared the fucking shit out of me. Swarms of mosquitoes take over a Mexican flight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so click the play. This is a woman on a flight. Look in the corner, Heather.
Oh.
Look at how many mosquitoes. She couldn't give a fat fuck either. Look at her.
Wow.
I'd be going, land. Look at the flight attendant casually going like, hey.
That was a vent in a flying aircraft?
Yeah.
No. She wasn't on the ground?
Wake up. No.
Wow. Note to self, do not fly Jakarta Airlines anytime soon.
Yeah, do not fly with Bill Gates. Doesn't Bill Gates love mosquitoes?
Bill Gates, I think he put a lot of money into Africa for mosquito nets. I think
he does stuff with mosquitoes. Greg, will you pull up to see if he has ever released mosquitoes? I think he tries to modify them to help sting other mosquitoes so they don't give you malaria.
That's a question.
Something.
Are mosquitoes necessary for the ecosystem in the world? I'm assuming so, but I don't know.
I just don't know if I like regular people that are just rich going, I think I'm going to tackle this mosquito problem on my own. I'm sorry, America. You might get bit by some of my experimental mosquitoes.
We're going to release a lot of mosquitoes. Okay, here we are.
This.
Mm-hmm. They are necessary for the ecosystem. They play a vital role as a food source for many animals. So they're just food. Really looks at a mosquito and goes, birds,
no, they're
bats,
not cute.
Fish, and dragonflies.
Universally hated. What about Heather? What'd you say about Bill Gates?
He has the Gates Foundation for the World Mosquito Program.
World Mosquito Program. Vague. I don't love it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Transmitting disease is their biggie.
Oh, he's developing something to transmit diseases.
Oh, he's looking at
I know, but does he actually release mosquitoes? He can work on a vaccine all he wants. But I don't like just because I saw him speaking once and then he let out all these mosquitoes and he goes, "See, only poor people shouldn't have to deal with mosquitoes. We can too." And he let them out into the auditorium. Everyone's like this. This is the worst fucking
God, I don't know why
speech I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Why is do mosquitoes on your own time. I would just say that. I don't know. Tell us in the YouTube comments.
Mm-hmm.
I at least don't act like I know everything. I'm like, tell me.
Well, I think it's kind of weird.
One.
You're a mosquito. Everyone's afraid of you. And then a dragonfly that's only like a billionth of an ounce bigger than you eats you.
I know mosquitoes act so tough. They're like, I get them. They're like a big fat water bottle. They're like, I couldn't get any more fucking. Oh, this is kind of cutesy. How to get your wife to stop fussing. I know you've seen it, Heather.
Stop fussing.
Who?
About the pee.
God, he sends.
Okay,
my brother watches the podcast and he sends me 1 million And I go, they're always a little rough because my brother Brian. They're always a little rough.
This is
Okay,
fun.
this is a good, funny trick. If your wife goes, why do you pee all over? This guy's very
Right.
Joe Dirt.
My husband's always
Ish.
complaining, saying I bitch about him peeing on the seat. So I told him I could do it
says.
perfectly fine if I was a man. So he's bringing me
This is a
outside
test.
to prove a point.
Can you pee
and we're
straight?
about to prove ours. All right.
Okay, she's
Come
gonna
on,
pee.
do it.
See how easy it is.
Shorten it up.
Shorten it.
Shorten that
It's
thing
like
up.
Theo
No,
back there.
yours comes down
Shorten
here.
that thing up.
That's
She
me.
thinks
There
it's
you
too
go. No, it
easy.
ain't. No, it ain't.
Oh my
Get to be a
gosh.
regular
Ready?
guy with a
Yeah, go.
1.5. Right, here we go.
Okay.
Go.
So middle of the night, you got to go pee. Oh, missed. You missed a little bit. Hey,
What are you?
Come on, get it in there. Get it in
come
the
on.
bucket.
It's so easy. You got it.
Come on. Get it in the bucket now.
Now,
the bucket.
this ain't even
Get
right.
it in the bucket.
Come on. What's wrong? You're so good at it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell you, sometimes it comes out in dual streams.
Yeah. What are you going to do about
I
that?
be shooting out left, right.
You're going to hit the bricks on the
dual
left.
streams. Come on. Get
That
it
guy's
in
a
the bucket.
wizard with the hose.
Well,
Get it in the
Yeah, I
bucket.
like that.
He's
Come on.
Kink
creating
in the
different
hose.
streams, different angles.
All right. Bit's going too long. Got it.
I ain't got control over it cutting on. No, that thing cuts on by
All right. It's
itself.
getting out of hand.
Come on, get it in there. You got it.
I think this bit sort of overstays its welcome, but I like the idea. And it was kind of clever. He's doing that thing. It reminds you of your kid and you can break it and it stops the water and everyone goes,
Right. He
"Ugh,"
was
you know,
showing her what it's like to be a man.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's interesting because I looked this up as well. They're both Harvard graduates.
Really? Those two?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Theo Von and his sister?
It's Theo Von and Britney Spears, wasn't it? That was the woman in a brown wig.
That's a good sitcom I'd watch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Next one.
I feel like.
I feel like. Oh, this, we got so much action and comments on the thing. Remember when, well, let's just show this first and I'll say,
Mhm.
okay, play. This is a girl getting kidnapped.
A girl getting kidnapped in a van.
Jenna, look, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. How could you dare go into a stranger's
So this
car?
hot guy picked her up
What are you?
and they acted like they were going to kidnap her.
Just explain.
Give me your
to me
phone right now. Give me your phone.
So is this too
now.
harsh?
what would have happened if you came out and it wasn't us sitting back here and there were really crazy people
Yeah.
back here.
We never would have saw you again.
So they have it
Okay.
because sometimes I hear around LA there's a trick where good-looking guys flirt with girls, and they try to, oh, can you give me a ride over here or something, whatever. They're trying to kidnap them, and it's a good trick because it doesn't look like a typical kidnapper. So this guy flirts with the girl, says, "Hey, can you get in?" And she does. And then they act like they're going to kill her, and she freaks out. And then they're like, "It's just mom and pop."
So the idea was that just he got her phone or her Instagram or something and convinced her, I'll be outside near this block and get in the van.
Or he just saw her at like Target and said, "Hey, why don't you come with me? You're cute." And then
Right.
she gets in. She looks younger than him. I think she was 13 in that. So she gets in a stranger's car. Is it too much, Dana? And but you better have the right answer. There's
I
no.
think I
there
would
is a
say
right
this. I don't have enough information
Mhm,
to
yes, you
have
do.
a strong opinion.
Just be
But
wrong. It's
I
fine.
would say just intuitive. I'll tell you a story about myself. So I used to have to
Okay.
walk 5 miles to the orthodontist because my parents are both working, but they got me these cheap braces. And so it was raining, and this guy pulled over, pouring rain. I'll give you a ride. I'll give you a ride. Just in this creepy Oldsmobile. And my intuitive thing was blink was no. So do other people do this?
I had a guy.
Set the daughter up so she experiences it and then scare the shit out of her.
It seems like a little much for me, but I wouldn't do it. But if it's effective, I couldn't watch my daughter be that scared.
Well, that's the thing. The off-label thing is like, for a minute, you're
Off-label.
off-label, meaning not the primary thing we're looking at, but
Ooh,
for
I
the
like
rest
it,
of her
yeah.
life, she will remember that fear. She'll have PTSD because for a moment, she thought she was in mortal danger, So it's an off-label, it's a
Yeah.
asymmetrical idea
She'll
as
have
opposed to the primary
PTSD,
thesis,
which
yeah.
is something to do with her period. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I know some
So-
people that threw their daughter into a swamp and had alligators come near her because they didn't want her to jump in the swamp.
Yeah, that's
And
normal.
the alligators were just actors and comedians. I think
They were
Theo
in
Von-
on it?
They were inside rubber suits, comedians. I think Kyle Dunnigan was in one of the rubber suits looking like an alligator. Theo Vaughn was in a rubber suit looking like an alligator.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they scared the girl.
Nikki
and then
Glazer.
Nikki Glazer was there looking like an alligator. And then Theo Vaughn took it off, goes, I'm not an alligator.
Jesus.
I'm not an alligator.
Dana, I was walking to school one day when I was 8 years old. And this
Okay,
guy
here we
in an
go.
old car
Yeah,
pulled up.
same
And he
thing.
said, "Hey, it's raining. Do you want a hand job?" And I said, "Sure, if you can give me a ride to school after." And he said, "I can't do that." And I was like, "Well, you blew it.
So
I need a ride."
it was good. I like the way you set it up really straight. But I thought, where's this going? Oh, hold on a
I
second.
said it was your exact setup.
Oh, God.
I borrowed
Mr.
it.
Spade?
Same-
Oh, you can
No.
listen to us live?
No, don't
He
say,
was
don't tell
totally
her.
kidding about that. Love you. Okay, bye-bye.
She listens to this and she goes,
She
"I
listens to it.
love you." And Dana, she loves you. And she's like, "It's fun. Everything's fun for her." "Oh, it's fun." I go, "Mom, I flew into town." She goes, "Oh, fun."
I love
Right.
your
And I go,
mother.
I rented a car and she goes, "Fun." I go, "It's all like fun. Everything's fun."
I love that
So,
about her.
I was in AZ this week because I had to go do that corporate. And then I carved out some time to see my mom and take her to luncheon.
Were
And she's
you
always in a good mood.
Where do you stay when you go to AZ? Do you stay at the Phoenix 4-star
I
when you do a
I
corporate
stayed
date,
at
or you
the
stay?
Venetian because that's
Oh, the
where
f-
the gig was.
That is a pretty beautiful hotel.
And they
Yeah.
gave me the presidential elect room, which is, no, it was the former presidential suite, and you get shot at all night.
One time when I remember one
It's not
time
bad.
it was good. I liked it. I started thinking of a story like that. I had a potential thing with NBC. I was a San Francisco stand-up, and they
Mhm.
wanted to fly me down, and they put me at Universal City. So my brother was hanging out. I go, "You want to go with me?" So we flew down to Burbank Airport. We check into something in Universal City, and they gave us the presidential suite. And we ran laps. We were runners then. We
It's
literally
unreal, yeah.
threw off our shoes and started running laps.
It's
Never
too
seen a
fun.
room
It was
like that.
actually too big, so I couldn't figure out the lights. I couldn't figure out, every night I'm in a new hotel on the road, and so lights are like, bzzz, or they do this, or my phone didn't charge. I've been chasing my charge all day because it went down to like 20 because my phone, even if you plug it in, it doesn't charge because I didn't click the light on, which doesn't turn the lights on.
Mhm.
It does nothing. So you're fooled. But it puts all the energy in that room so all the lights do work. Have you heard of that, Heather? So there's two switches. One's that and one's the real light. And then the one didn't do anything, but you have to have that on so the phone chargers work and the lights actually. So there's a current. So weird. Anyway, more learning
I'm trying
on the
to
road.
follow that. Maybe we should ask the fans what.
Yeah, ask the fans what the fuck I'm talking about. But I wake up, my phone's like this. Water. I'm like, "Oh my God, you were charging all night." No, I wasn't. So it's
Let
down
me
like
ask you a
21.
Question: If you check in and there's a marble tabletop, and you go, "There's no way my shin's going to get full stride acquainted with that marble table, so I'm not going to worry about it because I'll get up tonight to pee and I'll just go around it, and then bang."
Oh, crack.
We both got hurt.
Yeah.
Remember, we were both playing places separate, and we both had to limp on stage from crashing into things at
See?
night. Yeah.
Because it's too complicated, but that place was too big. Anyway, that's all. That's boring. But we'll do one more story. Let's do one more story, Dana, because we're going to.
Okay, this is our final story. I'm holding up
Pick a winner. Pick a
our
winner.
final story. It's called "A Woman, a Blue Floor, and a Tabletop." Here we
Oh,
go.
so there's dolphins. I just thought this was kind of artsy. Heather would like this. This was
Oh,
kind
it's
of
dolphins. I
interesting.
see.
The dolphin just pushed the guy out. See that? She's very dancery. That's on the snout. That's hard to do. Now, people
Wow.
will hate this because the dolphin does like it. The dolphin did say they liked it. But most people go, we hate
Well, the
this
dolphin
because...
better get a fish after this, or I'm going to have.
What's wrong, Heather?
Okay.
Yeah, dolphins are in captivity. I have a whole bit about this. But
Just
if you
shows
take
you-
out the fact that the dolphins are hating every second of it, it's not bad.
It shows you how strong
Was that it?
they
Keep
are.
going. Did she do that? She does something else. I think he flips her. Look at that. He fucking throws her
Wow.
around like he can. But she's pretty good too.
No,
Right?
that's amazing.
I think it's very.
mean,
And then he just pops her out. Look, hey, there you go.
see, dolphins are nice. Like if you do the exact same thing with a killer whale, it could be hazardous.
It's scary. By the way, the dolphins get paid the exact same as the trainer.
But
If
you
anyone's
know,
worried about that.
well, they change pretty quickly because you go to where they have a killer whale and they're out there, and these beautiful, majestic creatures are so important, and they're beautiful, brilliant people. And the killer whale comes out, drags them under the water, and then the person comes up, kill the fucking fish, kill the fucking
Kill
fish.
him. Where's the whale going? Yeah,
Kill the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
fish. Yeah, kill the fucking fish. 30 seconds later, from these majestic.
I think the whale
creatures.
goes. I think in about 2 weeks I'm going to fight back. Not right now. 2 weeks, maybe right
Maybe
before that
they
long
do. They
weekend.
still allow that because it seems
There's
cruel
not
with
as
killer
much as there
whales.
was. Is there SeaWorld still? I don't know.
Marine World, Sea World.
They say it's changes, but they're still open usually. And they go, we give the whales a 5-minute break every hour now.
But
So-
the whales know that their name is Shamu, and every single killer whale is named Shamu, and that really tees them off. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, guys.
It's
Can't
not
all be
yeah.
Shamu.
And they know they're the star and they get paid in like minnows. It's all not fair. Everything about it's not fair.
I know it's just something very terribly wrong.
All right, Dane, I'm going to let you go.
So, good luck on your tour. What's your first date?
Well, tonight, Friday.
Tonight? No, tonight.
and,
you're at
and Hartford.
Hartford,
Where am I? I'm
Connecticut.
looking outside. All right, I'm in Hartford. So Hartford,
Tickets are running fast, so I jump on them now.
low
this
ticket
afternoon
warning.
for tonight.
Yeah, well, it's been
Yeah.
fun because I'm getting my special. So this is basically just for all intents and purposes the same jokes I'll do. I got to get them like polished.
Well, you don't want to be thinking when you got the cameras in your face. You want to go, what's that next
Oh.
joke again?
God, Boise was so fun. There was such a great crowd. So, if it goes like that, I should the ones you don't even think about, just go on the road. Then I'm like, that one I should have filmed. That was great.
The problem is, that then when the cameras are on, you go, well, this is pretty good, but it's not in the top 10 of the last few months.
Well,
But
the one
that's-
you actually shoot always sucks.
It never can be. You want to be at such a good level for yourself that even just an average show kills. The jokes are there.
Yeah.
But, you never know. I think you'll kill. I think you'll destroy on this one. No pressure.
It should be fun. So far, it's working okay. I do like the jokes and all the stuff. So we'll see.
Good.
I'll promote it more later when I find out when it comes out and stuff. All right, Dana,
All right.
thank you for hanging out.
We'll talk soon. I'm going to call your mom just quickly and give her a recap. But
No, just tell her
tell her you'll
All
call
right,
her
thanks,
later.
buddy.
All right.
Okay.
Peace out.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.